joyous it is on this fine day that we get to relive some more mental trauma and emotional demolition. I want you to imagine you're all grown up, 35 years old, living the happy life, possibly going through a midlife crisis. You're at Walmart, shopping, enjoying the beautiful day. You're in the aisle with the Pop-Tarts, trying to see which flavor would be best for your kid for his mornings at school. You peep around your shoulder, and behind you, you see your 7th grade math teacher, and she looks you dead into the eyes, and she asks you to recite the Pythagorean theorem. That is exactly what we're going to be experiencing today. Or just imagine, you're at a red light, right? And then your gym teacher pulls up next to you, and he's got his windows rolled down. He's got his top down. He drives a convertible now. Then he's got his speakers blaring, and he has the pacer test blasting through the speakers, causing you to cause a 6-car pileup on the freeway. That's what we're going to be experiencing today.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage
film theory. Do not fear him. The Mandela Catalogue. Why is this here? Why does this exist? Didn't we already watch one of these? And there's no new Mandela content. What is the reason for this, dude? I think Matt is personally trying to make me live my emotional trauma.
To Mandela County. Foolish. Nobody will find you. Nobody knows you are here. Nobody knows.
Do you understand? Do you understand? Understand? Do you understand?
Dude!
Hello, Internet!
I'm getting flashbacks.
Welcome to Film Theory, where we understand, or at least we try to. And today, what we're trying to understand are the supernatural mysteries happening over in Mandela County, where children are going missing, humans
I'll tell you what it is. Demons. And goblins. That's what it is.
Placed with doppelgangers, and a mysterious face keeps appearing on late-night TV. Oh, it's so awful. Much better. Now, if you haven't seen our previous theory on the Mandela Catalogue,
he's in your
an
walls.
analog horror series here on YouTube, then I highly recommend that you start over there because this series is dense. Link is down in the description, or provided YouTube isn't stroking out, it should be over in that recommended feed next to the video. The overall gist is
Matt's
that
getting freaky talking about stroking.
the epicenter of a rash of horrific and seemingly paranormal crimes over the past few decades. First and foremost, over 3,400 children have gone missing. Seemingly unrelated to that, a strange species of creature known as alternates have invaded with the ability to mimic humans. These things come in 3 different flavors. Type 1 alternates look like normal people and seem to have the ability to blend into regular society. Type 2 alternates...
Do they pay rent? Because I will gladly allow an alternate to take my place, dude. Gladly! I will gladly sit in a basement and get fat and sweaty and smelly and just have Cheeto dust permanently caked onto the ends of my fingers if it means that I don't gotta pay any bills anymore, dude. Just let that guy go out into roam society as me, bro.
Have unrealistic proportions like long arms and stretched out faces, making them a lot more obvious to see, but also a lot more frightening. And type 3 alternates are described as having biologically impossible characteristics, depicted by an upside-down figure. To my knowledge, we haven't seen any of these yet. At most, they've been censored, but honestly, I don't think I want to know what they actually look like. Regardless of the type, we've seen that alternates can be incredibly dangerous.
It's like, you remember that episode of South Park? Right? And there's that family, and they had butts as face. That's what those are. That's what those are. Or like the guy on Family Guy and his face is upside down.
Reality tell you something, and that little chat tends to infect the victim with MAD, short for metaphysical awareness disorder, at which point you have like a 97% chance of self-destruction. It's not like they suddenly turn you into an electrode. I mean death by your own hand, if you catch my brand-friendly drift. And if all of that wasn't enough, there's also a creepy face called the Intruder, who enters houses late at night through any TV screens people might have hanging around.
Hides in your,
really,
in your
Mandela County,
walls.
just worst place to live.
And breathes on you.
largely where we left off last time. But at the top of this year, the Mandela Catalogue Volume 2 dropped. A 20-minute upload that gives us a ton of world building and a whole lot more to speculate about. Finding places for some puzzle pieces while putting more on the table. This time we're taking all the way back to the ancient...
I'll tell you what it is. People don't listen to me. People don't listen to me. This is why I tell you, you can't go exploring abandoned places, okay, supposedly haunted areas for which mass homicide occurred. Now there's hauntings of demons that are also causing mass homicides on the regular. You don't go exploring those places at 3 o'clock in the morning without being armed. You can't do that. There's a threat of crackheads and exorcism
of 2009. Oh, I'm starting to have flashbacks to that time that I watched G.I. Joe Rise of the Cobra and...
I'm let you finish.
But X-Men Origins Wolverine was the worst movie of 2009.
And oh yeah, Kanye was shamelessly interrupting people. A terrifying year indeed. Volume 2
Kanye was right.
Adam Murray and Jonah Marshall, 2 members of the Bythorn Paranormal Society. It's worth noting that Bythorn was actually called out as one of the counties affected by child disappearances mentioned back in Season 1, and that being associated with the society is why these 2 are apparently wanted criminals. The 2 are contacted by a woman hoping the duo can investigate her house for spiritual evidence of a dead cat, which supposedly keeps her up with its haunting meowing at night. She specifically mentions that she doesn't think it's an alternate.
Really? A freaking cat alternate?
Shh! I don't think it's an alternate.
They accept the job, and on their way over, we get some interesting world building. The fact that here in 2009, the existence of alternates is well known, but also hotly debated.
Half of me thinks there aren't even alternates.
It's also clear that at this point in history, everyone knows about the
Then explain all of the shenanigans since you're so smart.
existence of the
Since you've
intruder.
got it figured out, dude. Tell me.
And have taken steps to try and prevent his invasion, with stuff like TV screens removed from all households.
They didn't have to outlaw these things, did they? Like, I doubt that guy's face could...
If alternates aren't real, explain Gucci Mane. Explain Gucci Mane.
This and, you know, kill you.
When they arrive at the house, unsurprisingly, some weird things start to happen. Curtains get moved, cameras go down, radios start malfunctioning.
Oh my god, behind you!
Dude, seriously, stop.
Behind you! Behind you!
Adam is approached by an alternate and gets this truth bomb dropped on him. Yo, Type 2 alternate be spitting some mad facts here. Okay, in all seriousness, you didn't miss anything. That was all gibberish. But it doesn't mean that that interaction wasn't important. What we just witnessed
It doesn't mean you didn't put a voodoo black magic curse on you.
I'm guessing that what was whispered here was some metaphysical truth about humanity's place in the universe. Something that tends to make people lose their minds and end their lives. However, I'm guessing that what was whispered here was some metaphysical truth about humanity's place in the universe.
I'm so weak. You heard that gibberish? Sounds like one of the grown-ups from Charlie Brown whispering like the Yin Yang twins, and you deciphered metaphysical placement in the universe.
Something that tends to make people...
We gotta listen to Matt more, bro. Matt's got it figured out, dude.
...lose their minds and end their lives. However, Adam is okay. He's still alive. Why?
I thought he was just explaining the science of cheese curds, but that's fine.
People only lose it when they don't want to know the information.
MAD is a result of exposure to verbal information that is not desired to be known.
The subtitles even seem to allude to this in the immediate aftermath of Adam's encounter, saying, quote, "It's not difficult to avoid. The patient must try to actively seek it out." This is also probably why Adam's been immune to the encounters he's had with alternates up to this point in his life. He wants the information. He's not scared by it.
These things have taken so much away from us, yet you still run to them every chance you get. You're not invincible, okay? I know you thought that when we started doing these death marches.
That damn cat, bro. Somebody
right here.
kick the cat or something, dude. Shut that cat up.
Is real.
Eventually, Adam makes his way down to the basement. On the wall are the words, "Nothing is worth the risk." This message is the same one that we saw given to emergency responders when they were told not to reveal their fears over the phone back in Season 1.
Nothing is worth the risk, nothing is worth the risk, nothing is worth the risk.
Again, we get this repeated theme of fear being the thing that puts you at risk. But Adam, by showing that he's not afraid, seems to be able to survive these encounters. He also finds a 4x3
Dude,
television.
Adam just like me. now that I think about it, Adam is built different. Like, he is cut from a different cloth. Kind of like me. You agree, right? You agree with me? We're like to say we're both built diffy, right?
Set. Notable because in our timeline, those things were long out of style in 2009. This indicates that the TV has been kept here for a long time since the anti-intruder screen purge. Remember, in this universe, TVs are no longer a thing that are supposed to exist. On the TV is an image of a cat. The cat's meowing is replaced briefly by a music box style recording of Somewhere Over the Rainbow before the now familiar image of the intruder appears.
Dude, this guy's got almost as much power as fucking Thanos, dude. Think about it, bro. Think about it. He has the power to enter and intrude into your place of residence through the TV and has wreaked so much havoc and has caused so much fucking chaos that people just aren't allowed to even have TVs anymore. That is a power that I could only dream to have. Stir up that much madness.
The intruder what he is, the screen flashes to a series of images from season 1, including the Department of Temporal Phenomena splash screen, as well as images of Mark Heathcliff, a victim of the alternates back in 1992. When an otherworldly voice asks, "What have you done?" Adam responds, "I did the right thing."
Nobody is coming to help you.
Again, he's confident and unafraid of his actions. You'll notice that Adam's answer is immediately followed by a female voice. One that, if I were to guess, is Adam's lost female friend.
Because Adam gets women! Just like me! You see the connection? Do you see the connection here?
A female voice. One that, if I were to guess, is Adam's lost female friend, sister, whatever it was he was looking for as hinted at earlier in the video.
I wish we never looked for your because she is dead and gone and we were never gonna get her back.
Meanwhile, Adam's friend Jonah
That's his girl, dude. He said, we should have never started looking for your bitch. That's a girl, dude. That's his girl. Which is, how dare you use that language?
All while
Sir?
his GPS chides him in the voice used by the false angel from the season 1 upload Overthrown. Which makes it a good time to talk about the character names. This series is very clearly connected to biblical stories. There have been hidden Bible verses in the closed captions, there's been talk of angels and false shepherds, even the first image of the series is a corrupted clip from a video series called The Beginner's Bible. And here, we're watching the fallout of two biblically named characters, Jonah and Adam. Jonah, as
oh my god, like Jesus!
Watching the fallout of two biblically
So Adam is Jesus!
named characters. Jonah and Adam. Jonah, as most people vaguely know, is the guy that got swallowed by a fish in the Bible. But people might not know that this story is the reason he became fish food. You see, God sent Jonah to go tell a city that they were about to get wrecked unless they changed their sinful ways. Jonah chickens out and runs away, ultimately leaving the city to die. While on a boat trying to escape from the presence of the Lord, the sea gets real rough and won't calm down until Jonah is yeeted off the side and into the water.
Let's go!
Fish food. Now,
so Jonah became a bitch and got punished for being a bitch.
Here in the Mandela Catalogue, Jonah refusing to stick with Adam, running away from the scene and leaving his friend to die. And
so which one's Jesus then? If Adam is Adam and Jonah is Jonah, where's Jesus and Judas and the Virgin Mary?
First man, the one created by God in his likeness.
Where are the
virgins?
virgins?
The apple of enlightenment, only to himself get yeeted out of the Garden of Eden. In fact, we explicitly see that exact scene from the Bible in this upload of the Mandela Catalogue.
God's probably not even looking. Oh, go ahead.
Suddenly, I feel kind of scared.
Even though Adam ends this upload talking to the intruder, something tells me that we haven't seen the last of him. While we couldn't understand what gibberish the alternate was saying to him earlier, we do have this other conversation which begins to reveal a lot about the world.
Because Because once again, man, if a creepy, mysterious, very terrifying voice lurking in the shadows is sensually whispering in your ear, say, "Follow my voice, you will find happiness." I don't know if I may be wrong here, but statistically speaking, that typically leads to, death and agony. Sometimes even suffering. It's never a good ending. But that's just me. I could be wrong here.
Seems extremely important for several reasons. First, it
I could be
immediately
wrong
shows us
here.
that this is a world that has two rival factions going head-to-head against each other. The Shepherd and whoever is speaking to us here. My guess is that it's the Intruder, the guy ultimately on the TV screens. So it's a battle between the false Shepherd and his army of alternates, I'm guessing that's who we see in the first upload of the series, versus the Intruder, who's kidnapping kids through their TV screens. You are either following one or the other. Great, really good option.
Nice, dude. It's like voting for president, bro. It's like you can either pick a demon or a freak, bro. Like, let's go. Let's go!
TV screens. You are either following one or the other.
Satan or Kid Creeper, bro. It's like voting for American presidents.
Great. Really good options there, friends. So, which is right? Well, in order to understand that, we have to talk a bit more about Adam and the Intruder. You see, I think the Intruder might not be working against us in the long term. While the Intruder does seem to be making children disappear, I suspect that he might be doing this to save the future of humanity. Future being the key word here. I want to focus on a detail that I've largely ignored thus far. The Department of Temporal Phenomena. We first see their logo at the very start of Volume 1, so, you know, this one's gotta be important. But with a name like Temporal Phenomena, it seems to imply that there's some kind of time travel at play. So why would a time travel department be handling the disappearance of children and the appearance of doppelganger alternates? Well, I believe the Intruder knows who's gonna become alternates in the future, and he's trying to stop them before they become part of the unholy army that ends the world. Consider this. We know that this is a story for
this is like straight out of mythology, bro. We've got demons and angels fighting each other, bro. Like, people getting kidnapped through TV screens, bro. Oh my god, when's Superman coming in here?
And in the canon of the Catholic Church, anyone who ends their own life winds up in Satan's army, considering taking a life is a sin, and if you take your own life, there's no time for you to repent and be forgiven. This then leads me to believe that the alternates are working directly for the false shepherd, Satan. Notice that alternates don't kill you. They trick you into doing it yourself by giving you unwanted information and turning you mad. But by heading them off at the pass, the Intruder is able to thin their numbers. In the video Volume 1, we follow the journey of Mark Heathcliff, a young man who, after trying to help his friend, is followed home by an alternate that keeps him trapped in his room.
Dude, so he's like Batman. He's like Batman, you know what I mean? Like how Batman serves down the fist of justice, but instead of one fist, it's 55 in a matter of 15 seconds until you are beaten to a bloody pulp and you are forced to have facial reconstruction surgery just to look like some sliver of a human being. That's what this guy is. He's trying to do good by doing pure evil. You know what I mean? He's trying to save the existence of humanity by literally stealing children through the TV screen.
After a few
yeah, just like Batman. Batman would, you know what I mean?
2 days
Batman
would
steal some kids.
Winds up dead by his own hand. The false shepherd wins. However, the video also rewinds back to earlier in Mark's life, where we learn that he's been visited by the Intruder since his childhood. The Intruder also flashes images of Mark and his sister in front of the church when Adam asks who he is, which indicates that the Intruder knew Mark and his sister when they were kids. Let's look back to what's said about Adam in this video. Wake up. It's almost like the Intruder is taking kids and planting ideas in their heads so they're protected and unafraid of the alternates. Then, when the time comes, like sleeper agents, they're activated. That's why Adam's been so inexplicably obsessed with alternates. It's why he's been able to stay safe from their attacks.
Oh my god, it all makes sense!
What happened to his sister, friend, whatever, the girl that he's looking for. And that's why he's being told to wake up now. The Intruder is asking, do you understand? In other words, do you understand that you're now being called into service? And what's more, if Adam can't do the job, there are others.
And the dude, he's building an army
to be awoken.
See, bro? Think about it.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I would say that I relate to the creepy man in the TV, but I don't be stealing kids through TVs. Okay, I don't be sensually whispering in the dead of night in the cover of shadows, dude. That's not me. And that guy wasn't very attractive, if you ask me.
I'm not trying to say that the intruder is the good guy. He still seems to be taking children away from their parents. But regardless, I do think that the intruder is specifically working against the alternates, trying to starve them by culling their food source. By doing something unspeakably evil, he's doing his best to prevent a global catastrophe that happens in the future. So there you have it. The uplift.
What if he's the global catastrophe? What if he's the global catastrophe? What if everybody that's going right, he makes people go missing, and then the alternate people like replaces it? Is that a thing?
Lifting tale of the Mandela Catalogue, a story of religion, time travel.
What if they're in cahoots, and we're all getting played?
And old Sony cameras. Like I
Not
said, I
me.
get the sense that we haven't seen the last of Adam in this story, but we can all take away this lesson. The next time a creepy Edvard Munch-looking character decides to be a real close talker to you and starts whispering into your ear, just be excited to learn that humanity is a mere pimple on the face of existence.
Can't wait.
Things might not end too well for
Looking
you.
forward to it.
Hey, that's just a theory. A film theory.
Let's go, dude. Shout out Matt. Shout out Matthew, breaking it all down, dude. Shout out Matthew, bro. Mandela Catalogue is psychotic. Okay, now we've got child creepers and demonic uprisings. We've got mass. Can I say it out loud? We've got mass unalive yourselves. Mass stealing of children, dude. This is insane, bro. It's like, oh, pick a side, dude. Do you want pure evil or do you want pure terror? Like, which one do you want, dude? Pick your fucking poison, dude. Pick your president, bro. Cause dear fucking God,